Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Bass and Bonsai out of the house. I'm almost on the water. Charles is on the water, already caught a couple fish, but this is going to be sort of a bougie topwater swim bait versus on the water testing. I'm getting some of these swim baits out that I've messed with. If you guys remember, I had Milliken Fishing. I copied kind of what he was doing with his cheaper $20 and $30 baits. I did with my real cheap $3.50 baits. So we're going to jump out here right now and try those out. And then stay tuned. If you haven't watched the chatterbait video, I'm going to try to get up here in the shallows and start putting together a chatterbait video comparing the big blade versus the mini max versus just kind of the old original or the elite, just a regular chatterbait. That'll be a fun one too. So buckle up and hang on. This adventure starts right now. I'll try to show you guys my motions if you can see that bait. Basically, that's what you want to do when you got it cast out.
Yeah, they may want
that little.
That may be too subtle for them right now. You know?
Yeah, they may want a true top water
aggressive
on the surface, which I think the trick to a glide bait is you got to know what it's doing without being able to see it. Because for most of the cast you can't. And then you got to have faith in what you're doing out there is working. Straight retrieve now, it kind of wiggles too much. Oh! I had a follower. I had my first swim bait follower. I think it was a crappie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He definitely, so there's kind of a rhythm. It's like an in-between. It's not super fast, not super slow, but that fish definitely came up on it. Charles was tearing me up with that whopper plopper, which I knew he probably would. Oh man, Charles, you're tearing me up with those dinks. He's caught 2 dinks and 2 nice ones. So you got 4, right?
No, I got
5.
Yeah, I've got 3 decent ones.
Got my, I had my first hit, Charles. It was another little dink. Here, let me move the boat back out right there. Dude, it was a dink. Well, retie. I'll get these big monsters for you. Hello everybody, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. It is 6:30 a.m. and it is already almost muggy feeling out here. So look at the conditions. Water temp 68, 9 degrees, 6:30 a.m. Charles is already fishing with that crazy whopper plopper that just catches fish, but I've got something special and a treat for you guys. I've kind of re-rigged my swim bait. I know I'm still working on my swim bait game. It's not going good. But anyway, we're going to get out here, catch some largemouth bass today. So buckle up, hang on, and enjoy the show. Hopefully there's a show. Let's go. So we're going to start this party off with a bang. Look at that. I rigged up the mag draft. I've totally turned it into almost a freestyle style. Look at that, Charles. Doesn't that look cool?
Yeah.
It should look more like a baby bass. So at some point I'm going to try it. But first, ew, look out. I've re-rigged these baits. So I painted the tail black on this dude. And then I added a little blade thing up front. Not really to spin, just to make it kind of imitate fish that's got something going on. Like if you guys have ever had another bigger fish try to come up and take whatever the other one had in its mouth. That kind of deal. So see how I painted the tail black on that one too?
Yeah. And
I glued the tails in on these 3. This one I added another little deal also. And then this one I left alone. This one's a floater. This one actually floats. This one I added that weight for 2 reasons. To imitate like it had something going on. Plus, you know, I added a little more flash. Plus to try to weight it down. It kind of always wanted to start dropping like this. So now I did a little test last night about 11:30 at night. And it seems to drop good. So I'm going to start out. It's kind of the conditions. I'm just going to start out with that dude right off the bat. Kind of a brighter bait. Top water. And see where we go with our swim baits.
I think swim bait might be key because once I start moving mine, they're not It's more when it's sitting and I just barely twitch it that they're
Yeah, I don't even know what rod I want to start with on it.
right up here.
Should I start on the Destroyer? And we will be going to these spinner baits at some point in time today. You guys know I'll throw chatterbait, even though I kind of I'm going to change my name to Spinnerbait Charlie. Doesn't have the same ring as Chatterbait Charlie, but you know. Right, Charles? So if I want to utilize it more for topwater, you'll want to cast it out, basically hold the rod tip up and do the same kind of twitching. And I kind of do a pulse as I twitch the rod, kind of gives it a double whammy. Oh, there was a bump. I may need to get closer to the bank. Right at the boat, come on. You guys can see that. That's the one I modified.
What's that dot on top?
That's to kind of, for a couple reasons, to let you see it so you can tell what it's doing, kind of deal. So I can see it as far as out there. So with the glide, swim, crossover type deal, you kind of definitely need to change up the action sometimes, give it a little fast. If you work it fast enough, you can almost make it like a wake bait. It's got like a wobble going on. Come on, let's go. Got one. First, oh, he may come off. Dude, settle down. That dude is aggressive. First fish on this bait, our swim bait adventure has started, Charles. Whee! Should have got a pick, but no. So I did, let me show you what all I've done with this bait. It's a $3.50 bait, but I did kind of shave some of the orange off. Out in this light, I should have taken a little more orange off. And I did do the cut to where it's got that crazy, lets it, you can definitely work it more. So yesterday was my first adventure with these, and it sucked, didn't it, Charles? I did not catch one fish, and that may be the only fish I catch today, because as I'm going to be doing this, it's kind of going to be these baits for when I feel there's a topwater hit could be going on, and then some of the, like the mag drafts and other different softer baits when I feel like that midday getting down deeper maybe, and maybe these on certain spots, you know, around cover. Not that I fish docks, but like a dock type scenario or stumps. Throw it right by them and kind of work it. So we caught one on this one. I may want to go ahead and switch because this lighting, and as it gets brighter and brighter, this may be just too bright for the water clarity here, but this is definitely more stained water than we were fishing yesterday. Now I know I'm not chasing giants or trophy fish, but I am chasing a bigger bite. You know, what can I do to get a bigger fish to hit? Charles got one back there. That thing is running all over. That's a crappie, isn't it? No? Okay, it had that darting thing. Crappie kind of do that. Charles on the board. He went away from top water. His whopper plopper just ain't whopper plopping. And I think it's just because there's not any chop on the water at all. Yeah. It's just like...
I was like, let me get just under the surface a little bit.
And that may be what I need to do with this, is slow it down. I kind of came out here fast and furious with it. I may need to just slow down. That worked that time. I just slowed way down. They were wanting it faster yesterday where we were at. So that's 2 fish on this bait. Charles, I've mastered swim baits 2 days in. Not really. They're going to need to get bigger. Whoa, dude. He just spooked off every fish in the county. All right, we're going to switch. And I wanted to go with the natural one, but we're still under that lighting to where, and the fact, I don't think I've thrown this color yet, period, when it was original form. And I'm going to hook to this part of it. I think that'll let that blade flick around more. So it almost, yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. Let me spin the boat back around.
I just got to where I could fish good. Why would you spin it back around?
You can fish good. I got the whole back of the boat saved for you. That first cast. Dude, oh, that's a better fish too. We're right by that one spot too though. First, dude, oh, don't come off. Get over here. Dude, that's a 2.5, 3 pounder. A boat flipping.
You caught yesterday.
Yeah, that's probably big. Come here. Oh. Charles, our swim bait adventures have started. Adventures in swim baiting. Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna get a pic of this. Oh my God. Those hooks, I thought I didn't like those hooks that it comes with, but that thing has him. Yeah, I can't get him unhooked that easy, so maybe I like these hooks. I'm gonna try to be careful that I don't hurt him, but because I did kind of do a little damage right here. Hang on a second, fish. Okay, there we go. Just try to, don't do any more damage than you have already done. Let me get a pick. All right, and you wonder why my butt always stinks. We got a pick right there. That bait, I'll talk about it in a second, but we're gonna see if this dude will jump. That water feels a little cool. Oh, no. Oh, dude, oh, Charles. That fish almost wanted to jump. So let's talk about, well, Charles, you got to modify it heavily like I did. So let's talk about this real quick. For those of you wanting to do this with these cheap baits, and I don't know if that's just a one-hit wonder or what, but that was the very first cast. First you cut that, and then add some kind of little, something that makes it look like something stuck in their mouth. You cut that little lip off to where you want that thing to go like that. Like look at yours and how they are restricted. And that's what gives you that ability to whip it like a lot different. So let's try second cast.
I don't know, look at mine. Mine really goes.
And that one already, yeah, it started to have that. But then I think you just got to get the cadence on where to go. And one of the tricks is you got to balance it. This one, that blade, like I was telling you in the truck, I added for 2 reasons: to help keep it, so when you do kill it, it doesn't nose up or down. It just kind of stays steady for a second. But it's not perfect, so I can't let it set too long. Like I'll try to show you guys, I get it by the boat. So you can do this, do whatever twitches, but then when you kill it, like see how it's kind of a faster sink right at the moment? But it does start sinking. It's like a steady thing. So I think the trick to this one will be just a slow and steady, and then give it a little extra pop here and there, but leave it up and in that strike zone longer. Now I'm going to work on getting a couple to where, you know, maybe put smaller hooks to where they'll actually just set almost. I want that, you know. Now what you can do that we haven't done since we're kind of on a topwater deal, you can also throw it out there, and if you know it's sinking kind of steady, you count it down to, you know, you watch that when it's about just over, well, under a foot a second. Get it down to a spot and then start.
Dude, this
with
one
your
works
twitches
like
down
freaking
deeper.
Phenomenal, straight from out of the box. But you don't twitch your rod at all. All you do is
Just reel it back.
reel.
Oh, I just
Pause,
spooked one.
reel,
Did you see
pause.
that?
Yeah.
I just spooked one out of right there. Yeah, and some of them are, you can just, you know me, I hardly ever just throw something out and reel it back. I usually am twitching or...
Right.
Swim bait started off with a bang. Maybe he looks too realistic and everything feels sorry for him. They're like, oh, poor guy. Oh, dude, that was a bump. Poor guy, he's got something stuck in his mouth. Let me help him out. Let me help him out. Let me try to get it off. Go fast and kill it. Come on. Dude. Bass are like, dude, there's no smallmouth bass in here. We're not going to fall for that. We got some kind of little, what is that over on the bank? Some kind of little birds doing something stupid. I could probably be tearing them up on a chatterbait. Oh, I could probably be tearing them up on a chatterbait. You're already starting a little rough. Pull it together, Charles. We got a whole day of fishing. Well, at least till it gets hot. Boys and girls, they, oh, that little bird was like, hey. Well, oh, there's fish under the boat. Like right under the boat. Hang on, time out. Come on. Elite, hurry up. Oh my God, there's fish right under the boat. I need to be rigged up and ready. That is not rigged up and ready, but there are fish right under this boat. They're out away from the bank a little.
That's what I was thinking.
So I'm gonna throw it. I think they're right there. They'll be, as soon as that wind kicks up, they will be hitting better, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you guys the, see that right there? It was a lot more on the screen. I think we just passed them. So all I had on was this peanut butter and jelly Zinkers, which honestly, this water, I think there's a hit. There's a fish. Oh, I think this water, Purple Haze, may be the best option. But as you can see, take a little time out from swim baiting to catch the little dinks. I should put a hook right on you and throw you back out like Bill Dance style, Charles.
Oh yeah.
So, any of you guys want a heads up on this while I'm fishing it? The Elite, do I love it? I definitely like it. I'm trying to make myself like these knobs. I think they look cool, but I just don't really, I've never been a fan of these knobs. What I should do is get some of those flat knobs from the DRT Working Class Zero and put on it just to be different. Right, Charles?
Sure.
Big, huge paddle knobs on this handle. Oh, it'd be awesome. Right?
Are those the stock knobs?
Yeah, they come with those little
Yeah.
Very lightweight.
That's the trend now.
Well, they are like for true, you know, sensitivity and all that kind of crap, but I don't think they're for me. I think I need, you guys know the kind of knobs I like. Need to message Crazy Lou's lady and get a, all right, let's go back to fishing. Crazy Lou's lady and get one of these power handles like this dude right here, right? Everybody should own one of those. So oh, did you see it?
Yeah.
Dude, I was working it fast.
Sideways.
Yeah, he just didn't get it for some reason, but he wasn't that big, but he definitely was on it. Okay. I'm getting what swim baiters call followers. I've had a few. There's one. Got a few following. This color has just kind of popped up as maybe the color of choice for this lighting and everything. I think it's just because it's so bright they can't avoid it. They're like, hey, I'm going to check that out. What is that? It's a new and improved swim bait, guy. You can see it, feel it, hear it, taste it. It's a real swim bait. So I'm kind of just going to rod tip down. I think you have to fish these, and when you switch to a different swim bait, you kind of have to fish it long enough to get just a feel. Oh, there was another. I didn't see it. I felt that. There was a bump. You just kind of have to get a feel for how to work it, and then just the speed they want it at. Kind of deal. I'm not going to spend all day with this bait. Oh, that dude hit it as soon as it hit the water. Oh, that's a, oh, dude. Oh, it was as big as that other one. Ah, save that footage. Charles, we're not fishing right now. I'm going to get my frog. Yeah, I'll be back. So we're on a walk. Man, it's mushy around here. I'm gonna walk around the edge and try to see if I can retrieve my frog, because over there we couldn't get close enough to the bank to, like, you'd have to traipse through a bunch of water. So I don't have scuba shoes. Let's see if we can get over here and get my frog back. All in this, I was trying to cast to here and it wouldn't have made any good because it gets funky. I was trying to pull a bass out of the spot. Ah, look at that. Oh my God, look, my feet are getting attacked by these cockleburs. I guess they're cockleburs. Is that what you guys call them? Look at that. Hey dudes aren't cocklebur repellent. I want you guys to see this stretch. That frog, he is, oh my God. P-Line Original ain't no joke. I'm telling you guys, P-Line Original, you win this time, Bush. You win this time. All right, let's go. Watch them cocklebur. I've already got him on me again. This frog is going back into his home of my favorite baits. You keep it up, mister. You're getting traded into Big A's. We're gonna have you melted down into swim baits. You get in there. You're in timeout. Should I throw that swim bait? Ooh. Maybe. Deep diving jabberjaw? No. Booyah hard knocker. Ooh, in the perfect color. Ah, we get up around that deeper end. He might have a calling for him. I should pull these out. I've got these. That dude actually could probably, we got to figure out a bite. All right, let's go. Now I am. I got it. He may be a little better. Oh, dude, it's a nice one, Charles.
Nice.
Dude.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Yeah, that.
Don't come off. Oh, no. It's gigantic, Charles.
Yeah, I can tell.
Dude. Don't come off. Oh, God, he's going to jump. Dude, he's a giant.
Oh, it's a massive.
He's got a whole other fish. Dude, do you see what just happened, Charles? Come here.
That might be.
Get over here.
Is that personal best?
Dude.
That looks personal best. And
This
it's
fish
dead.
hit him.
Is that one dead? Or?
No,
Okay.
this fish hit this bait. This fish tried to eat that bait.
Oh my God.
That's
that
what
one
happened.
You're weighing.
Dude, I'm gonna weigh it just like this.
Yeah.
Is this what counts, right? Dude, what did I reel in?
Right.
Just for the shits and giggles, let's weigh the whole thing. Where's my scale? I had it out too. I thought I'm like, okay, there we go. Now I'm like, oh God. Me and Charles were just talking about this. The reason I rigged them swim baits up, I was telling him, like when one's got one in its mouth. Dude, 7 pounds.
Nice.
With the kicker.
So it's gonna be just
7 with the kicker, Charles.
Just under
I need a
7.
pic of that, dude. Take a pic of me with this.
Yeah.
I need a pic of that. Hang on. And get a good pic, Charles. Make it count. Okay, here. You see? Here, let me get down. Got it? Yeah. Okay. Let me get, I don't even know which one to undo. All these scales are like ridiculous in my opinion. 6'7".
Just out here.
6 pounds, 7 ounces. Just kind of, well, I think it's where the brush starts. So yeah, definitely a 6.5 pounder is what I'm gonna call it, Charles. So folks at home, that
Just out here in no man's
is
land.
what a 6.5 pounder looks like. I can't really even call it on that bait because he ate the fish.
Yeah.
This was my first,
And that's why you use a swim bait.
yeah,
Great big monster
that's
swim
why
bait.
you use a swim bait the size of that fish. Dude, that was cool. Definitely, and that was still swimming around. Look at him, Charles. He's swimming off. Okay, come on, girl. There she goes.
Now you get to fight that one in.
Yeah.
Ready to have some line.
Now I get to fight this one back in, guys. He's still alive too. You got lucky, dude, that thing got caught in that hook and didn't have time to chew you up. Let me get you unhooked.
Yeah, it should have been freaking dinner.
And this little dude, we're gonna call you Lucky. And he did too. He had him in his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Because, I'll show you guys. I'll show you and Charles. I don't think Charles saw this yet. This little dude, Charles. Let's look at the top of his head.
Oh yeah.
See that mark? It look, that fish grabbed that. So does that look familiar, like a swim bait? That big 6.5 pounder was wanting to eat that dude. That's pretty cool. We're gonna see if he'll jump. Then we're gonna go on to the, what's it called? Come on, little dude. He's like, nope, I'm just gonna sit here. He ain't dead. Come on. Nah, he may not make it. Well, he's swimming off slowly. Slowly but surely. All right, we are in it. Adventures in swim baiting. Let's go. Make me put on my swim bait now.
You better take us out.
We're out of here. We're drifting by the truck. We're gone. We came, we saw, we conquered, we destroyed him. Right, Charles?
Yep.
So we're out of here. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the like button. But in all seriousness, I hope you enjoyed the video, found something entertaining and some information that you can use for your fishing. If not, go back and watch the video again. And then watch all the other Bass Bonsai videos. Then come back and tell me what other Bass Bonsai videos you want to see, right, Charles? There's only like 1,800 of them. So when you get done, comment below what you think of them. In all seriousness, guys, get out, go Bass Bonsai, but wherever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. Me and Charles are going to have fun loading this boat in the back of that truck. Let's go.